Hello, it's Ellie-Chan, and today this video is going to be a little bit different. Normally I do gameplay of special events or interesting things that happen in Animal Crossing, but today we're actually going to be looking back at my thoughts on how the past year has been with Animal Crossing, as it's been one entire year since the game came out. So I'm going to basically say what I love about this game, what I dislike about this game, and also how things have changed in the past year and how this game has made an impact on me. So let's just get right into the video, and I'll be doing my daily grind while talking to you guys. And here we are, 1 year on. Ooh, I've got mail apparently. Let's have a quick check of it. Nook Inc. Can you believe it's been a year since we started this adventure with the Nook Inc. Deserted Island Getaway Package? This calls for a celebratory gift from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I'm going to save that, and let's have a quick look at what the present is. A first anniversary cake. How adorable. I'm going to have to see how that looks. So here we are. So this is my front room. I'm going to quickly get rid of these bits of cake because I'm not liking those so much. And let's celebrate 1 year properly. So let's quickly put down the first year anniversary cake. Oh, there it is. Not quite the spot I'd want it. Let's put it right here in the centre. That looks wonderful. Let me just get rid of these other two real quick. Put them into storage. This is looking great. So anyway, as you can see, this cake is looking absolutely adorable, and my villager is absolutely loving this. So this video is more going to be a reflection on how I feel about Animal Crossing in the past year. I hope you guys enjoy. And let me very quickly blow out this candle. So, here's to 1 year of Animal Crossing. Let's enjoy another. Yay! My first impressions on Animal Crossing New Horizons was mostly excitement. As it had been the first time in a while we had a mainline Animal Crossing game, I was super excited for all the upgrades that were available. As the last game was New Leaf, a lot has changed both graphically and gameplay wise in comparison to its previous title. New Horizons is a fresh edge on Animal Crossing, and I've had a lot of fun decorating and doing everything possible in my island. Each person has their own take on Animal Crossing. Various people play in various ways. Some players just like to go crazy all out and decorate their islands in random ways. Others, like myself, like to use what's already available and build around it. And then some players like to terraform and absolutely make it the perfect island. This is why New Horizons was such a great game, because everyone was shut inside and was unable to do anything else. It gave a perfect world for everyone to explore. It became a virtual playground. Now, I say was a good game because there has had some odd flaws here and there. Whilst the initial hype of the game was enjoyable for the first few months of Animal Crossing, once the summer and autumn period came around, people's interests died down as lack of updates meant that people lost interest very quickly. Now, I for one loved all the updates and still play Animal Crossing to this day, as I am a massive Animal Crossing fan. For those that are newer to Animal Crossing and might have picked up New Horizons as their first game, I can completely understand why the interest died down over time. Now, one really important thing I need to talk about is the in-game mechanics. Adding DIY recipes and crafting as a new mechanic in Animal Crossing was definitely interesting. I'll be honest, I have mixed reviews on this, as on the one hand, it's great to craft my own items. It is really tedious crafting my own tools. Once I progressed so far in the game, this option became rather redundant. As I had so many bells already in my game, I kept spending all of them on reusing tools. Crafting tools is not required to progress in this game. If you're able to buy your own tools, then that works just as well as crafting your own. I definitely feel for future Animal Crossing games, they definitely need to make crafting tools a lot more worthwhile. Another thing I wish they also do is make the game more challenging. As a veteran Animal Crossing player, I found paying for the house rather easy in comparison to past games. I remember the joy on Wild World of completing my mansion paying off all the rent when collecting bells in that game was really challenging. But in this game, I feel like the challenge is somewhat gone, and I think that's because they're trying to make this game more inclusive to everyone. This has been a following trend from the older Animal Crossing games to the newer ones. A part of that challenge has also been eased off with the villagers. I've definitely noticed in their dialogues they don't request you to do as many tasks as they did in the classic Animal Crossing games. They also don't give you so much time constraints in order to complete these tasks. Whilst the villagers have been made more basic to allow accessibility, I still find them really adorable, and I love the challenge of trying to get their pictures. Whilst playing this game for an entire year, I've only been able to get about 2 or 3 villagers' photos, and I've made it a mission of mine to get all the villagers that I can, both random and the villagers I get through Amiibo. Although the single player is relatively simple, one thing definitely makes up for it: the multiplayer. The online multiplayer definitely makes up for the lack of single player content. The online multiplayer was a lifesaver in the launch of Animal Crossing New Horizons, as most people weren't able to leave their homes and needed something to do. Animal Crossing became a new way for people to meet and talk with their friends, as we were now unable to do so through normal means. It definitely made a massive impact on me. Whenever I was feeling down or needed something to do, I would boot up Animal Crossing, open up my island gates, and invite all my online and IRL friends online to join me. In the long run, it definitely made a huge impact, having someone to talk to and just enjoying the chance to be silly with friends. We would make up our own games, run around the island, and act like complete fools. It was these moments that made me really enjoy Animal Crossing and are some of my fondest memories. One thing I really enjoyed was collaborating with friends not only on my own island but on other people's islands as well. Interacting with friends was so vital for the online mode, as it was the key to success. Having other human players to interact on my island with definitely made things a lot more interesting, as I feel if I played the game single player the entire time, it would have gotten stale very quickly, whereas playing with friends, it could keep things fresh and interesting even at the lowest moments. One of the main things that I really love to pass the time with is visiting my friends' islands. After completing my own island, it got a little bit boring after a while, so visiting friends' islands kept the game fresh to me. It was great seeing the ideas they had for their own islands and the creativity that was involved in them, and we would borrow bits of each other's islands to improve our own. Looking around other friends' houses is definitely interesting. Seeing how they plan out their rooms and decorating them always catches my interest. Their creativity really inspires me, and it's also good to see how, even though the houses are the same, they end up looking very different to my own. Some people have these amazing themes and even come up with their own stories for their island. And well, others, like one friend I know in particular, just likes to throw everything in their room. But it's Animal Crossing, you can play it however you like to. And that's the beauty of this game. There is no right or wrong way to play this game. As long as you're making your island your very own, you are succeeding. And that is one of the main reasons why I love Animal Crossing as a franchise. Hell, I was even able to get people who had never played Animal Crossing before to try it out for themselves. If I've not had a particularly good day, or if I just want someone to talk to because I'm feeling a bit lonely, the number one place we end up deciding to go to is Animal Crossing. We use it as a virtual space where we are almost hanging out, and we just pass the time by having conversations, messing around on our island, and just generally passing the time. It's one of the best things that I've had in a long time, and I am definitely not going to be putting down Animal Crossing anytime soon. So those are my thoughts and impressions on Animal Crossing after playing it for a year. It definitely holds up really well, and I will thoroughly enjoy playing Animal Crossing throughout its second year. As much as people hate on this game for having the lack of content, I personally find new ways to keep it enjoyable. Whether it be doing daily grinds like you're seeing on the video at the moment, or creating alternate accounts to enjoy the experience all over again with a new character, there are definitely many ways to keep yourself occupied in Animal Crossing. Whether you're a person who enjoys single player, terraforming your island and talking to your villagers, or if you prefer the multiplayer where you get to interact with friends and also explore their islands, there is something for everyone. One of the main ways I have kept myself occupied with Animal Crossing is making these videos. I view these videos as a mini diary for myself, and it makes me look back at all the great times and memories that I've had on this game. And as time has gone on, I have made over 50 videos at this point on my time in Animal Crossing, and I hope to make many more in the future. This is not only something that I enjoy, but it's also something that I get to rope my friends in as well, and they seem to thoroughly enjoy it too. I also hope this is something that you guys have enjoyed as well. It's nice knowing that some people are watching my adventures in Animal Crossing, whether it be the main Dane every day, sort of doing a daily grind, or checking out the daily events in Animal Crossing, or if it's slightly sillier videos like me visiting my friends and getting it up to various shenanigans. I appreciate all the support that has happened over this period of time, and I hope that you guys stay tuned for more videos in the future. I will do my best to keep covering Animal Crossing until there are absolutely no updates or resources left. I doubt this is a game that I'm going to get sick of, and I really love making these videos. So overall, Animal Crossing has been a great game for me. This game came at a time when I was feeling creatively flustered and was debating whether to continue with YouTube, but after playing the game and going through some hard times, this was the perfect game for me to get my creative juices flowing. Not only for a personal perspective, but also with friends too. It is the perfect collaborative game where you can not only design your own island, but help other people make their own islands as well. Whilst I do wish there were more updates and they were to make things a little bit more challenging at points, it's definitely a great game for escapism, to forget about the world for a couple of hours and just to enjoy Animal Crossing in its purest form. Which is why I highly recommend getting this game if you have a lot of free time on your hands and want to be able to create something for yourself. The best way of describing Animal Crossing, it is a virtual playground. So go ahead, play your video games, enjoy Animal Crossing, and enjoy the freedom that comes with it, just like I have. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you all very soon. Enjoy your Animal Crossing islands.